This is Justin G8YTZ, just again working on the GB3 JV repeater, or the proposed Petswood repeater. So I've got DBS2 up and running. There we go, we're in S2, testing on 437 megahertz at 2 kilosymbols per second, or 2 megasymbols per second I should say. S2, look at that modulation error rate, 35 dB. Hey, I'm pretty chuffed with that. And when you see what I'm running it into, little Maggie mount there, and the receivers over here on the little whippy thing. So using the mini tuner, of course, as we did before, but obviously set to S2 this time. So the arrangement is, I'm currently using the MPEG-1 encoder. I'm going to the first transport stream of the mini mod. This is a 2 transport stream mini mod, so it's got a mux in it, and I've got sub muxes for it as well. I've got a switch and another sub mux, and I've got a HD encoder as well, as it happens. But I'll probably use that with transmitting here. Anyhow, that's the rig, but look what it can do. Look what it can do. So DVT option 1, DVT2 option 2, DVC option 1, C2 option 4, DBS, DBS2 as well, that's switchable in another menu, ATSC, and now these other ones I'm not quite sure what they are. I think CX2, TX2, don't know what that is. It might be, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. VS2BB. So anyway, the point is, I can transmit anything I like with this. It's almost wasted on a repeater. It's just incredible. I'm so grateful for Stefan to do this, doing this upgrade for me. I really am. I'm going to go and buy him dinner, I think, when I'm next over in Germany, probably for the Christmas markets. But anyway, that's a TS1 input, that one's a TS2 input. I've just got one MPEG encoder running into it right now. I have got an HD encoder as well. Oh, it's upstairs, I hadn't got it down here. But the other parts of this story are the up converter for 3.4, of course. Now that will introduce a little bit of phase noise, of course. I'm expecting the MER to drop a little bit from its incredible, actually it's just gone up to 40 dB now. I'm just seeing it flash to 40, so it's about as good as you can get, I think, especially from something, you know, for an amateur. This is the NIM, the dual NIM I've been talking about. Now what this basically is, it's kind of 2 receivers on one board. So there's 2 separate RF inputs, and there are 2 transport stream outputs. So the plan is to have one, well, have them both on 23, have one on you know, the Mux 1, one on the Mux 2, but Mux 1 will be split with a switcher. So the second input of the switcher will be, if you like, default, and the first input will sorry, the second input will be not the default. The first input will be default, and the second input will be the switch over. So if there's a signal on the second input, in other words from this, then it will switch over. But the default input will be coming from a 13 centimeter feed. So you should be able to hold 2 QSOs through the repeater at the same time. At least that's the idea. Going to keep it really, really simple. But that's the plan. And say there's the up converter. It integrates completely with the mini mod, because you can set the IF and all that sort of thing to see the exact output frequency. There's a data connection there, and obviously the RF in and out. And I think there's a setting through the RS-232 to set the to set the local oscillator. But I might be wrong. I have to go back and read the manual. It might be, I don't know, to set the local oscillator, it's fixed. But anyway, whatever, it's probably going to come up through the menu here. Anyhow, there we have it. That's the little setup running DBS2. Yeah, that modulation error rate is still flicking up to 40, so if it wasn't just such a crummy arrangement in the shack, I'm sure we'd be sitting there at 40. So well pleased with that. Well pleased indeed. So great, another step forward, and look at that lovely clean constellation. That's really nice. Pleased with that. So another little success.